that innate bitterness of seeing somebody who's happier than you, less dysfunctional than you, more successful than you, and it's just a projection lashing out.
Yes, right.
You know,
they don't like the fact that you're far more competent than they are.
That's a good point, right? Like the idea of like admitting that you were wrong about something.
Yeah.
Admitting that you don't know all the answers, right? It's actually a humble trait.
Yeah.
You have to. Every person I know who's incredibly successful is actually really humble.
Yeah.
But they're
willing to learn.
Yeah, they've got less arrogance than a normie. Like, because they have to be able to admit they're wrong.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they can't
progress.
Like, my friend Justin Waller has a really good saying. It's like, I don't need to be right. I just want to win.
Yeah, fair.
Which is totally true. Like, it's
so
like,
good. Yeah.
If you've got someone on your team or a friend or an associate who comes to you and is like, hey, you're probably wrong about this thing. It's like, really?
Tell me why.
Tell me why. So I can correct and move forward, And I think people talk about like the whole COVID thing and like what was the deciding factor between like the people who took the jab and people who didn't, right? People who resisted the idea and people who just fell into line. And I think it's the ability to admit that you're wrong.
Yeah, wow.
That's so true, yeah.
Because if you couldn't admit, because most people, even the ones who eventually resisted, right? They might have believed it at the very beginning.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, we all did,
right?
I think.
We all did.
But then at a certain point, I was like, oh, no, I was wrong.
Yeah.
No, I was wrong.
I was like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I got manipulated.
But I think that's also people have their lack of ability to think for themselves. They like to be told.
So true.
Yeah. I think those two things go hand in hand. The ability to like think critically.
That's it, critical thinking. People lack that nowadays. A lot.
But again, it ties into being humble, right? You have to be able to admit you're wrong.
Well, you look at all the UFC fighters. They're the most humble people on earth. They are the toughest motherfuckers on the planet.
Yeah.
And they're the most humble guys you'd ever speak to.
I was watching the other day, one of the, I can't remember his name now, he's like three-time heavyweight champion. He said, I avoid conflict at all costs. He's like, in the ring, I'll kill you. Like, but outside the ring, he went, I will never ever throw hands. He's like, because
he'll probably kill you.
But he's just like, I just don't see the need for it. I just don't see the need as to why people feel like they need to fight in the street. He's like, I just don't get it. He's like, I will humbly, even if I know I can kill the guy, I'll walk away because I don't care. He's like, I'm just not interested in that stuff. And that's what you find with a lot of intelligent people. Is like, when it comes to then talking to someone who's less competent, they're like, do you know what? I'm not even going to bother because you are so ignorant to the fact that you are ignorant that I'm not going to get anywhere in this conversation, so I'm not even going to bother. Do you know what I mean?
That's also impulse control too. Like the bloke who just lashes out in like a bar fight or something. He's got
control of their
emotions. Got no impulse control, right?
Yeah.
A fighter has to have impulse control. Because what's the natural human instinct for a fist coming at you?
Yeah.
That's the natural instinct, not.
Yeah. Or take it.
Keeping your eyes on the fist, on the guy. Like, that's not natural, So you've got to fight your impulses.
Yeah.
To be successful in that sport or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Which naturally makes sense that like he's not going to get into as many altercations and scuffs.
Do you think impulses ties in with emotional intelligence?
Ooh.
The reason why I asked that is because I feel like a lot of people react on impulses because they're not in touch with their emotions. No, they're too in touch with their emotions and they don't know how to control them.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, the idea that you're not in control of your emotions, so you let them just lead you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is completely correct. Yeah, a lack of impulse control is
lack of
means
emotional
you don't have
intelligence.
Emotional control.
Emotional control, yeah.
Which you would need emotional intelligence to have.
Yeah.
Speaking of that level of man, right? Talking about the guys who're saying about the toughest guy in the pack or the most competent guy in the pack, etc. From your experience of all these women over the years and all the encounters that you've had, do you feel as though, let's take it in today's day and age, that women are more attracted to the actual status and aura of a man, or do you feel as though they're more attracted to like the monetary side of things and that side of stuff?
All status ties in with monetary. Sorry,
not necessarily.
Well, status beats all of it.
Yeah.
Status trumps everything, right? If you could sit down and list off a bunch of characteristics that are attractive to women, it's being tall, being like having a chiseled jawline, like having
well-mannered, polite.
Being well manicured, right? Being polite,
whatever,
being social, being charismatic. Like you could just list a million things, right?
Yeah.
The thing that is at the very top of that list is status.
Right.
It's social proof. It's the top of the list.
Yeah.
Because it trumps all of them. Now, money can help you get it, but there's loads of dudes who have a bunch of money who have zero status.
Yeah, facts.
That's
what I mean. Yeah.
Like you go to any club, and
they got no aura.
Yeah, exactly.
None at all.
Right? Yeah.
Well, that's also like no aura is. I would probably call that no charisma, right?
Yeah.
But even then, like status will still trump no charisma.
Yeah, facts.
Like you look at ugly motherfuckers in Hollywood. Like
But
they're
they've
all
got-
they
yeah.
like.
They've got
You look at
status.
here's a really great example. Look at roadies.
Who?
A road, you know what a roadie is? A roadie is like a dude who comes along with a rock band and like sets up the speakers and guitars and shit.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's a guy who travels with the band
Yeah.
and takes care of all their musical equipment.
Right. Okay.
Roadies get laid by the band's groupies
That's
Why?
crazy.
because they're associated
Yeah.
with they're adjacent to the guy who has the most status.
Look at
Wow,
Taylor
okay.
getting
Yeah,
all
look-
hung
yeah.
up.
I was just about to say, Taylor.
Like, he's not,
He's still shagging men, bro.
fuck's sake.
I'm joking. Sorry, Taylor. We love you.
Bro's not even here. He's catching strays.
Oh, yeah. Go on. Sorry. Carry on.
No, that's it. I was just saying, it's the same.
Well, it's kind of we've had a new member join the DraftKings in the last 4 or 5 months, and ever since he's been associated with us, I'm not trying to take,
No, say it as it is. You listen, Taylor, because you listen well.
but he's now like pulling absolute rockets. He's in all these different circles and stuff, and it's nice to see. Like it's like a big brother moment where you look at him like, this is the fucking bollocks. I'm glad.
Taylor,
this
can you
happened
write thank you into the comments, please, mate? Someone pin it.
No, but it's true what you say. When the association goes a long way sometimes.
Yeah, status rubs off.
Yeah, of course.
know?
It's spot on.
Sorry, go on.
I was just saying, hold that thought. What I was going to say is the whole social proofing thing. Do you reckon the psychology works as well as men? We've had this conversation before, and this is our thought process, but I just want to see your take on it. You know, when men are desired by loads of women, even though they may not be attractive, why does that influence other women to fancy that man more?
That's pre-selection. It's just like women have to outsource like a lot of their decision making about who is attractive. Because think about it from a woman's perspective, right? She has to make sure her goal is to make sure that guy is gonna stick around and or have the resources to provide for a child.
Yep.
Like we're talking like
Instincts, yeah.
we're talking like caveman instincts, right?
Yeah,
Tech
yeah.
provide, yeah.
Right.